What's so funny, TSM?
I've been raising awareness, protecting the kids. Homie, you know what it is. It's college protecting against a disaster. In case a disaster come here, that's what I said. In case you ain't here, get the blessing all these children. Against violence and disaster, we protecting all these children. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection. We are the children protection. We are the world's projection.
Yo, greetings everybody. TSM Rapper from the TSM Rapper YouTube channel. What I do is specialize in custom intro songs for every channel. Doesn't matter what your channel is about, such as this one here. So if you guys like this song, this custom intro song that I did for this YouTuber, check me out and tap in.
Hey my chain breakers, I want to do a upload with you. You may hear some clicks, you may hear some background noises, you may hear the dogs bark, you may hear any darn thing. But I want to talk to you guys about a serious topic, you guys, and it's called scamming. I've been doing some videos about scamming. Okay, so I took some notes and I'm gonna go over some of my notes, okay? And as the internet continues to expand in everyday aspect of today's society, online scams are growing more and more in sophistication, you guys. They're getting more elaborate. And I mean to the point where they are literally fooling you. They're even fooling people that work on the internet. You get what I'm saying? That have internet businesses, that are techs. They're getting more and more elaborate with their schemes. Okay, so we're going to talk about this thing called phishing, all right? And from phishing schemes to fake ticket vendors, online scams prey on different facets that drive us, like sympathy, fear, and greed. And some of us do want a quick get-rich scheme. Some of us do fall for the sympathetic post, and some of us are coached into fear, like, you know how people will call some of the elderly people with Social Security saying if you don't pay, you know, you're gonna go to jail. So let me explain to you guys this, all right? So you guys, I'm telling you, my allergies are kicking my butt, so if you hear any sound effects from me, please forgive me. What is phishing scheme exactly? Well, a phishing scheme is a cybercrime, you guys, in which a target or targets are contacted by email, telephone, or text messaging by someone posing as a legitimate institution to lure individuals into providing sensitive data such as your personal information, like your banking information, your credit card, details about your Social Security numbers, your passwords, you know, things like that, where they could take and go into your bank account or bring or create a fictitious account, you know, in your name. I fell for that mess a long time ago, and we're going to see later on, like Walmart, like some of these sites, they'll have emails, click on this, give as much information, buy this, and you can win $1,000 Amazon, Walmart card, and all these different things. I did that long time ago, but me, I'm the type of person, if it's too much information, it's too time consuming, I get impatient and I click it off. I'll be like, you know what, never mind, I don't want it, it's all right, it's all good. The information is then used to access important accounts and can result in identity theft and a great financial loss for the victim itself. So you have to be careful with all these different types of sites that you guys are going on, okay? Because I don't want nobody losing their money. Like I said, you guys, people work too hard, and people are sitting up here finding different ways to, you know, steal people's money. And a lot of times, and I'm not trying to, you know, if anybody get offended, you know, it's not my fault. Just look at the internet. The statistics speak for itself. The Indians and the Africans and the Asian countries, and I'm sure there are more countries, but those countries are the top. that are scamming Americans out of billions and billions of dollars. Okay, what online scams all have in common is that they prey on their victims' ignorance or lack of knowledge, okay? Some of the most elaborate scams are circulating the corners of the internet right now, from some of the advertisements on YouTube to your inbox, okay, for your email inbox. And there was, and I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. Hold on a second. Here are some of the most sophisticated online scams on the internet that I have researched. But first, let me tell you about what happened to me. There's a place called CC Wigs, okay? And I mentioned this in my last live. So what happened was I was looking on the site and they had a sale for wigs, and I was looking at the models and how nice the wigs looked. And the reason why, you guys, my hair texture is, if you wet it, it tangles up so bad, to the point, at one point in time in my life, it tangled up after the hairdresser washed my hair. It almost looked like it was matted. And man, like, thank God she knew exactly what to do. You know, she put a series of her stuff in my hair to detangle it. And I'm telling you, if she did not have those type of skills, she would have had to cut my hair down to a bald fade, okay? That's how bad my hair tangles. So that's why I was getting the wigs, you know, to braid it up and do what I had to do. So CC Wigs had these advertisements where you get a certain amount of wigs for a really good discounted price. And so I got the wigs. You guys, those wigs look like I could go to Party City. And I hope I have a picture. If I don't, I won't include it. But those wigs look like I went to Party City and picked them out myself, you guys. They were rough. They stank. They look, there was no scalp. There was no, what they call it. There was no, I forgot what they call it. The 14 by something part where it looks like scalp in the front. It was horrible. It had a little slit. And when I opened it up, you could look, it was like a big old patch. That whole thing stank. Even when I decided to wash it, it still stank, you know. And the company sent me an email, and I responded to the email, and they stopped responding to me thereafter. So what I did was I put out a video warning people, and I might upload that video on this channel as well. But I put out a video warning people, and I was surprised that I got so many clicks on it stating that they were scammed as well. But I included information where they can report that company. That company had a delivery address. I believe it was in Los Angeles, but it was actually out of China. They gave me a phone number. The phone number didn't work, okay? So these are some of the online schemes that they use on YouTube. There are multiple others, and now you can look on YouTube and you can see the advertisements. Not all of them, so I'm not coming for all of them, but a lot of those advertisements, people are putting out videos showing that they purchased these items and they used these items and they did not get the effect that these commercials are claiming that you will have, okay? So that's another way of being scammed on YouTube. And they have them on Facebook. They have them on all the major platforms, okay? So phishing has a major consequence for the victims that are being scammed, okay? And it's really sad. One of the most widespread online scams in phishing is, I'm gonna hold that one, okay? That's one of the online wide scams. Let me get it right, okay? Phishing, when successful, tricks the user into unknowingly handing over their password to the scammer. This phishing can come through some of the most professional looking emails by pretending to be from trustworthy businesses, but the end game is generally getting a hold of the victim's personal information, like your credit card, your social security number, your banking information, anything that they can use to drain your account or create a separate identity from who you really are. You guys, you get what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. So in reading, according to the anti-phishing working group, there are nearly over 100,000 or possibly more attempts of phishing each and every month, each and every day worldwide. So please, please be careful, you guys. I don't want somebody to come back and say, oh, I lost my money, especially when I'm giving you the tools to not become a victim, okay? Because I became a victim, like I said. Recently, phishing has been used in many degrees with very sophisticated techniques, such as impersonation. One of the phishing tricks was so sophisticated enough to convince one employee at a well-known media which runs the an internet podcast. Okay, they used an email that said reply all to open an email from his coworker, which the coworker never sent. Except the sender was not his coworker, but a hacker. So this individual ended up getting into the computer into the computer of a tech company. So if they'll target a tech company, what do you think they care about us? You get what I'm saying? So, familiarity, you guys, like, that's a fraud. Like, one of your family members is an online tactic. People have become especially careful. People have to become especially careful about the online social media, where friends, pictures, and names are stolen to you guys, imitate them. Beware of duplicate accounts. They are used to fish for information, personal information, under the guise of intimacy, such as on my Facebook. I don't go on there very often, so that's why people are like, you never go on there, because I got sick and tired of every time I turned around, multiple add friends. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. If you're not my friend already, then you need to find a way to hit me up in Messenger and prove to me, who you are, because I'm not going to do an ad friend. I don't do any more ad friends. I haven't done them in a long, long time, okay? For example, I already said that. Example of one is someone you probably know accesses your Social Security income and uses it for his or her own benefit. Sometimes people are what they call payees. We had payees with our mental health clients, and some of the payees would take the client's money and spend it on themselves. Okay, this can happen when the perpetrator becomes a representative payee, like I said, of Social Security benefits. It's similar to an agent under a power of attorney. So, hey, you got to be careful. All right, and that's another scam, you guys. I'm sorry. And another scam is they fish and they search and they look for obituaries. And I was blown away when I heard about this one. After scanning obituaries in the local newspaper, a scammer calls claiming that your deceased spouse or loved one owes them thousands of unpaid dollars that they borrowed, and you guys, what is wrong with my tongue today? I don't know. Let me start over. Oh my God. After scanning obituaries in the local newspaper, a scammer calls claiming your deceased spouse or loved one owes thousands of dollars in unpaid debt. Financial ruin is threatened unless you actually... You know what? I don't know. Hold on. Let me drink my coffee, y'all, because I'm having a rough time. Oh, no wonder, 2 in the morning. Okay, so... in unpaid debt, financial ruin is threatened unless you act quickly, and a steeply discounted settlement offer is proposed. So if someone says, oh, your loved one owes me $150,000, but I'll settle for 10. So to that unsuspecting person, that sounds good, because they threaten you with court and all kinds of stuff. So I say, guess what? Take me to court. Take me to court, because if you come up with some bogus crap, you're going to stop them at the gate. You get what I'm saying? So, this one here, you guys are going to hear some bumping. Sorry. This one is a good one. And I learned this from the church that I went to. You know, it was an all African-based church, and I loved it, you guys. Their worship in Christ is real. So the next one I read is that there is a Nigerian letter, or they call it the 419s fraud. Okay, and I know someone that got hit with that scam, you guys. All right, and it was funny because I tried to tell the individual, you know what, this seems like it's fishy, and out of all the people in the world, why would you get this type of email? And so I was like, I don't think you should do it. And that person told me, why don't you mind your business? You get what I'm saying? I said, okay, I'm gonna mind my business, but remember ahead of time, I told you so. So I minded my business, and this person ended up losing $500. They lost $500, and I said, I told you. Who gonna send you a daggone check, and you don't know them, and all of a sudden you put it in your bank, and they tell you to keep the money, but honey, you get what I'm saying. Ooh, 2 in the morning. I'm going to keep singing that, y'all. I'm tired. Okay, so you get an email, and within the message, a Nigerian prince or investor or government official offers you an opportunity for a lucrative financial gain. Come on, y'all. Now, you know better. If you are not from Africa, this should not hit an American. You should not be falling for this. But if you are from Africa, you should know a whole lot about this scam, you guys. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, let me see. Okay, and here it goes again. But the catch to this scam is that you or someone pays a small portion of the promised amount up front, or hand over a bank account information or other important information so that the transfer can be made. But of course, you lose that money, y'all, and you never receive a dime in return. And you, guess what? It's untraceable. Untraceable. I was about to sing, y'all. I'm delirious right now. 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Don't steal my song. Malware is is another well put together phishing scheme combined with clever social engineering and account takeover. The scammer has you to log on to an app, and they take over your computer looking for bank information. And if they find any banking information, y'all, that coffee did something to me. I hope y'all like my entertainment. Y'all better put a thumbs up. I'm trying to entertain y'all instead of being boring. Shoot, y'all ain't even trying to. Okay, let me get back. They're not tech savvy, y'all. They can't even code, and they don't do a lot of automations. You know that their strengths are social engineering and creating quick and easy scams. They spend months sifting through inboxes. They're quite the methodical person. So hey, here we go. 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 Y'all sorry. Here we go. 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 2 in the morning. Y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's 2 in the morning. Yeah, I know y'all gonna get tired of my song. Hey, TSM, the rapper, if you hear this, do a rap for me. I want some music. 2 in the morning. I don't know the other words, so you might have to send some lyrics to me. Y'all go check out TSM, the rapper, y'all. This dude is bad. When I say bad, he bad, y'all. I'm telling you. He got a YouTube page, TSM, the rapper. Y'all trust me. It's worth the money, all right? Instead of going off online and finding some old bootleg person, you know, this person right here will take the time. You tell him exactly what it is you want, and he will accommodate your needs, okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, so ticket fraud leads to consumer buying fake sports and music tickets, you guys. And this almost happened to me. Woo! I was so glad that I had a bad feeling, and I listened to that feeling. So another popular online scam is ticket fraud, in which consumers are tricked into buying fake tickets for sporting events, concerts, and other events, you guys. Scammers usually target high-profile events that are likely to sell out so they can take advantage of the increased demands. For example, the tickets they send customers after the purchase have forged bars on it, you guys. Okay, they have forged barcodes. You know, you can scan the barcodes, or are duplicate copies of a legitimate ticket. Other times, consumers won't receive any tickets at all after they pay their money. So you guys make sure you go to places like Ticketmasters and stuff like that. Ticketmasters, y'all better give me some props. I done gave y'all some free promotion right here. I want my money. Run me my coins. Run me my coins, y'all. I ain't playing with you. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get back serious, y'all. Can y'all forgive me? Please forgive me. Let me stop, y'all. That coffee got me going, y'all. I know y'all probably said, what is wrong with Together today? Well, baby, it's 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning with 15 minutes on it. Okay, let me stop. 2:15 now. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me stop. Okay. There have been younger adult victims of ticket fraud, and the Better Business Bureau has now recommended customers take more precautions before buying tickets online, you guys. I'm going to try to get serious real quick, okay? I might get one more 2 in the morning now. Some people have been tricked and thought that they were being contacted by a well-known celebrity. Okay, this is the next scam. I'm sorry, you guys. Some people have been tricked and thought that they were being contacted by a well-known celebrity. Sometimes they'll act like they're like oh God, I don't even want to talk about that person. Let's see who. Let me see who y'all like. Okay, that person right there. That's the one. Act like they that person that you just brought up in your head. Okay, some of the popular YouTubers found that they have to. Excuse me. And some of the popular YouTubers found that they have to also warn their subscribers that there are some scammers impersonating them as well. So it's the popular celebrity and the popular YouTuber or the popular social media influencer, okay? One in which I personally witnessed is a YouTuber. This particular YouTuber created his own hot sauce, and someone created many fake pages on Facebook, right? And so one night we was looking at the video, and people were like, he was advertising his hot sauce, and they was like, hey, I ordered like XYZ amount of hot sauce, right? And so the person was like, well, I didn't get your order. What's your name? You know, inbox me. And the person inboxed, and they was like, no, I don't see no order of that. And he was like, well, where did you order it from? And they said, I ordered it off of Facebook. So a person that was watching the live stream went over to Facebook and said, you're streaming live on Facebook right now? And the individual was like, no, I'm not streaming live. So these people were streaming his video live as we were actually watching. All of our comments were being posted at the time. And so they continued to look, and they found multiple Facebook pages stating that they could purchase his hot sauce, and he was given a bundle package. So I was able to put in caps, because everybody was writing low. I said, add to your screen that if you are seeing this live right now, I am not on Facebook. I never advertise any of my products on Facebook. And so I said, leave it during the whole duration of the live. So the people that are watching, because there was so many people watching the Facebook live, and I said, tell them to come over to YouTube. And so he highlighted my information, everything that I said on the screen. And so everybody started coming over to YouTube. His numbers started like climbing, and they were like, yeah, and they were talking about other sites and stuff. So, you know, we put out a report. Everybody was going after them. As fast as we were going after them, as fast as they were coming up with different Facebook names, you guys. So that's another way, you know, that you can get scammed as a YouTuber, or a person will be faking like they are popular YouTubers. So be careful. if you're going to be buying some of the merchandise off of a YouTuber, you guys, my suggestion is that you literally inbox them and let them know, hey, are you live? Or, you know, I saw you live this afternoon at about such and such a time, and you were discussing this, that, and the other. Or give them a screenshot or send them a copy of the video that, you know, was posted. That way, you know, they'll be able to let everybody know, hey, this is not me. They could do a video immediately to say, hey, that's not me. I didn't do that. And that way it'll get covered. And then you guys, of course, report it. But a lot of times, you won't even get your money back, because these are people that are out of the country. You know what I'm saying? And you may also receive a message from your favorite YouTuber with messages promising gifts via the click of a hyperlink. The scammer's real motive is identity theft for financial gain through a classic online phishing scheme. So you absolutely, guys, have to be careful. See, I think I got over my 2 in the morning, all right? So another one is on the YouTube community page. More than 150 users said that they were also scammed in the same manner, you guys. Okay? And then what's so crazy is YouTube had to step up to the game, and they had to write, we're aware and in the process of implementing additional measures to fight impersonation. A YouTube employee wrote in response to complaints of scams. In the meantime, we remove accounts identified as spam. Okay? So the YouTube company also informed users that they can block any site that they feel may be spamming or scamming them, and that the perpetrating channel can be reported through its reporting tool. You know, sometimes I believe YouTube and sometimes I don't, because I've actually sat there multiple times and watched people get disrespected on YouTube, and they've reported. Other subscribers have reported the person to YouTube, and from the information received back, YouTube did nothing. So I'm not trying to be hateful, but I'm just saying, to me, I feel like YouTube needs to step up and do a better job at protecting the people that are working for them. You know, we're employees. So with every employee, the boss should make sure that his employees are protected. Okay? So that's how I feel. Some promotional videos are being used by scammers for financial gain as well. Okay, another one is other times people are scammed by the real influencer. And that's a good one. And I got to, sorry about that. Somebody decided they want to drive late at night with their Raggedy A car. This guy does this every night. It's loud, and the door is closed, and it's super loud. Okay, some influencers promise you they will promote your product for a small fee, or they will hold raffles, and no one ever wins. So I tried to do a giveaway, and because I didn't reach my goal, I took the giveaway down. That's the difference with me. Nobody was getting to that number that I was requiring them to. At first, I started off with a pair of Nikes of my choosing, and then I went with a $100 giveaway. Then I went with a $50. So I found that I don't know how to do it, but I would really send things, and I promised gifts of some plaques, and I finally ordered those plaques, and I'm going to be sending them out. And as a matter of fact, I need to email the individuals and let them know that once I get those plaques, I will be sending them out, because I want to be a YouTuber of my word. Okay. Okay. So, or they overprice cheap products as though they have factories producing their products. However, they may be going to a local printer, purchasing cheap materials and passing it off as top of the line items. And I've seen that happen too. You know, I won something from one of the YouTubers, and it was a good shirt, and I really appreciate it. It was a really nice quality shirt. It wasn't no boo-boo or anything like that, so I would never lie on that individual. And that individual also sent me a Bluetooth, which I absolutely love. So this person was legitimate in my raffle winning. Some influencers promise you exclusive information, but first you must cash out them. But it ends up being recycled information that they repackaged to trick you. And there's a YouTuber that does that over. All that person does is recycle old information and say exclusive, new updated news, this, that, and the other. It's still nothing. For example, the Kanika Jenkins case that happened in 2017. This beautiful young lady was taken too soon, and still there are no answers, and nobody wants to be truthful. Some of the people that were involved have, been taken away. They're no longer above earth with us. And so many influencers are capitalizing and gaining financially off of this tragic situation. And I think that is absolutely horrible. It is so disrespectful and it's so disgusting. You get what I'm saying? So that's the first, you get what I'm saying. They're posting new videos that has labels that says exclusive update or new information released, or a person was jailed, or this person got information, or this person is confessing. All this crazy BS just to get you guys to come and spend your money, and then you sit there like, zombied out individuals, and you think it's new information. But if you go back over the old videos, you'll see this the same damn thing. Okay, let me go on. Some influencers were paid to scam their own followers online, although not everyone agreed with the followers that were being scammed, because they felt as though the followers deserved the blame as well, because they stated that some people need to start using their own personal judgment. If something seems too good to be true, then guess what? It might as well be too good to be true. So if you get scammed, you guys have to take some responsibility, you guys, because everything that glitters is not gold. That's an old saying. If it's too good to be true, then it is. If it looks like a steal, it probably got stolen. That's how I say it. So anyway, but sometimes the influencers themselves can be scammed as well, you guys. And one online scam that victimizes influencers themselves is identity fraud tactics common on, the phishing that I was telling you about. You have scammers posing as entrepreneurs and investors, so they use emails and other techniques that are so convincing. Some social media stars were tricked into buying their own flights to other places and paying for fake photography permits as a part of the scam. So they'll say, hey, you have a lot of followers, and we like what you're doing, and you want a trip to such and such and such and such, but then all of a sudden you got to pay for all your stuff. If it's anything like a job, a modeling job, acting job, anything, you guys, a gift, if you have to pay for anything and it's supposed to be a gift, or you won in a contest, there's no way in hell you should be having to send nobody money, okay? You shouldn't have to. Don't do it. All right? Woo. And sometimes these influencers and these individuals get scammed out of thousands of dollars, and you can't even get your money back. You can make the complaint, but your money is long gone. You get what I'm saying? So there are many facets of scams. They use different types of companies unknowing. The companies don't know that these people are using them until people call and say, hey, this happened, that happened, this happened. And sometimes the company will feel bad and help you out. And sometimes they're at a loss, because it's like, I lose money, because you got scammed. But some people are sympathetic when it comes to these companies, and they will help you. So you guys, please, seriously, be careful. Be careful, okay? The FBI and New York Police Department reopened investigation into scams in the year 2018 because there were so many various scams, okay? Still today, in the year 2022, scammers are going after people in Hollywood as well. But the scammers are routinely targeting influencers, such as Instagram models, influencers, small business owners, travel agencies, photographers, singers, actors, actresses, musicians, people that create their own crafts and things like that. And the actors and actresses, they have false auditions. They tell you to pay to secure your spot, or the fictitious list of upcoming auditions will be sent to you, but you got to pay for the listing. Let me tell you, I don't know if it's such a thing as paying for a list of auditions, you guys. I've never heard of that, okay? And it's all about convincing people that there is someone else so that they can get your money. This technique is used to manipulate them. They're making a lot of money off of this scam, because you got people that are coming from other countries and states, and they think, oh, I got to pay XYZ to get this list, and it's not even a real list. So please be careful, you guys. Please inform people. Don't sit there and hold the information for yourself. That's why I'm doing this video at 2:45 in the morning. All right? I don't know if you heard the breaks in between, but I came back. I had to get me some more coffee so I could calm down. I got real hyped up. Okay, here's another scam I was referring to earlier about your computer being locked with the virus, and it is not true, because you can navigate around your computer freely. They make you think they'll send you something that say that it's locked. So this is what I say to you guys. If you guys have any extra money, what I advise you guys to do is to purchase the software. Like if you have Windows 11, I would purchase that software, okay? And let me tell you why. One time I had like Windows 7. I don't know what it was. It was Windows something. And I purchased it. And one day I came home and my computer said it was locked up. So what I did was I went into my commands and I turned around and I erased my entire computer. All right? Because I always save my information on my hard drive no matter what. So I ended up erasing and put it on factory reset. So when I put it on factory reset, I didn't realize that it still had the program in it. And another one of my friends had a computer, and for some reason when she did factory reset on hers, it wiped hers out. So I let her have my disk, you know what I'm saying, to upload the program back into her computer. So she was able to not get scammed. I told her about it. And so I was like, come get my disk, set your computer on factory reset, and come get this disk and re-upload. And unfortunately, she lost all her information. And I would tell her, save all your information. But anyway, that's what they do. They will send you an email stating that they billed you for a certain amount of money, and will include an account number, a phone number to call, and they will also have you click on the highlighted area in the email or text to get you trapped into their site. And now they want you to add personal information, and this is where they will be able to get credit in your name, and you will not be aware of this until it's way, way, way too late. That's how a lot of identity theft happens, you guys. And I'm going to tell you again, I say this, and the reason why I'm doing this is because it's dear to my heart. I was a victim of identity theft, and I couldn't understand, because at one point I was like, oh, you know what? I've been living here for XYZ amount of money. Amount of years. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting tired again. Amount of years, and I think it's time that I get cable, because they took away the regular antenna TV. And so when I called the company DirecTV, they were like, you have an account already. And I'm like, excuse me, no I don't. And they were like, yeah, you have an account. And so I was like, can you please pass me to someone that I could talk to? You guys, I literally got so fortunate that they sent me to the main director of DirecTV. I was so blessed. And what happened was, I spoke to the gentleman, and he stayed on the phone with me, and he could tell I was distraught. And I was like, yes, I want DirecTV. He said, but you have an account already. I said, sir, I don't have an account. He said, yes, you do, and your bill is late. And I think that that person ran it up to over $1,000 and did not pay it. And so he said, I'll give you the name. No, not the name. You live in Bellflower. That's what he said. You live in Bellflower, California. I said, sir, I have not lived in Bellflower ever. So I don't understand. He was like, do me a favor. Do you have a fax machine? I said, yes, I do. He said, if you can fax me an updated copy, and mind you, I just signed my lease to renew, you know, to stay there. So I faxed him over a copy of a lease that I had signed like a month prior, and it had all the contact information for my apartment manager. And so he put me on a brief hold, and when he came back, he said, wow. And the manager told him, no, she's been living here for a very long time. And of course, my manager, the owner, excuse me, not the manager, the owner of the building will come by like once a week to check on the property. And I like that about him. And he was like, yeah, I go by there weekly, and there is no satellite dish on top of her particular portion of the building. And so they were like, okay. So they had a long talk with the owner, and they were like, okay. So what they did was they told me to hold on, and there was a dispatcher that was already in Bellflower. I'm sorry if I sound long-winded, you guys. There was a dispatcher that was already in Bellflower, California. So he told the dispatcher, can you go to this address? Of course, he blanked it out because I was really mad, and he didn't want me to, you know, go over there and hurt her. Although she had the damn stuff in my name, I had a right to know her address. So the dispatcher, you know, I'm still talking to the guy, and he was asking me what type of channels I wanted, you know, to stall out, because the guy was like 2 blocks over, I guess. And so when he got there, he knocked on the door, and I could hear the dispatcher talking to him. So when he knocks on the door, it was a Hispanic woman that spoke no English that had access to my social security number, my date of birth, my driver's license, and my only way of believing that she got access to that information was through a doctor's office, because I did not give anybody at all my information. Because when I write something down, if I fill out something that has my name or anything, I will ask them for that piece of paper back, and I will take it home and shred it. I've always been a stickler because I've always worked in the office setting, okay? And so you learn those things when you work in the office. So he was like, is your name such and such? She was like, yes. He was like, do you have an ID? And she was like, yes. She had the license in her name, I mean, with her face on it. And I'm like, oh my God. So what helped me out was the guy, he not only did he send me a letter to wipe it out, he also sent the information to all the creditors. Then he contacted the California Department of Motor Vehicles. Then he contacted the police department, and he had her arrested because of that one thing, you guys, that one thing she did. And not only that, you got to be careful where you're filling things out online, because you're giving up your social, you're giving up your date of birth, you're giving up your address, you're giving up your driver's license number, you're giving up all this information. So I said all that to let you know, please be careful, because they can gain access, and you'll be sitting up here with thousands of dollars on your daggone credit, and you're wondering why you're being turned down, or you're wondering why you can't go get a car, or you can't get a house at a good rate, because you got these unknowing things on your credit. So thank God for that, because I was one of the lucky ones, and they found other stuff where people had put me in addresses that I never lived at, and because the company reported, I contacted the individual's landlord, and I have a copy of the individual's rental agreement, and the agreement stated that this person has been living here for 15 years and has no other address. And so the other people that, the other addresses that they used in that time frame, all the reporting companies wiped all that stuff out. Now I have a PIN number to my credit. So if anybody tries to get credit, if they don't know that PIN number, it won't pass through. It won't go through. And I thank God for that, because I'm tired of people stealing your information. You guys, you can put a PIN or a security code on your social security number and your credit. It's worth it, because it'll save you the headache later. Like I said, if you don't know that you got this stuff, you'll be paying thousands of dollars in extra interest that you don't deserve to pay for. Okay, so now that's called the ransomware. That's the ransomware one that I was telling you about, okay, when they lock up your computer. But I had to tell you that story before I forgot. Ransomware is something that held up an entire city hostage in 2018. I couldn't see exactly what city it was, but a whole city got held up. Some of the most insidious online scams involves ransomware. And that's when I just told you about how they hack your computer and tell you that you have to pay a certain amount of dollars, you know, in order for them to uninstall the ransomware. And then you give them access to your computer by them sending you some kind of link. And then they'll scan through your computer to see if you have any bank accounts or anything. And then they'll take your money and say, well, send me this. So, and then you have to send it through a gift card, because it's untraceable, and people have lost thousands and thousands of dollars in this scam. So you guys, please, I'm asking you to be extremely careful, you guys, all right? They look for vulnerable victims. These are crazy people out here. And, oh God, there's so many things, you guys. It's like the scammers are netting billions of dollars off of unsuspecting people. And ransomware scams exploit the victim's sense of security and privacy. And in one terrifying situation, attackers send out emails with other links attached, so they can, like I said, they will engage in like CORN sites, and they'll have the person click on it thinking that it's something else, like a CORN site. You know, we can't say it. And when that person click on there, they take over their computer and lock it up. And then they'll tell you to send them money. And if you don't send them money, they will threaten to get into your social media list of people and send what you've been doing to all of your family and friends and your jobs and everybody for a ransom, for a pay. The hackers will gain access to the user's password in the email, which they can now use as a means of blackmail. They will demand that you send them Bitcoin or gift cards, or they will threaten to send the CORN to all contacts, okay, including footage. But guess what? The reality is, this is pure manipulation. The scammers don't have real access to any of the footage. They never even hacked you. How? Because the passwords they flaunted wasn't hacked, but harvested, gleaned from publicly available databases of leaked passwords and emails. So they have a database where they leak your password and your email. So you be careful. I would prefer you to not save your your passwords. When they ask me, do you want to save this information? Nope, I don't. So there's no need to cover your laptop camera, you guys, at this point. And I don't care what nobody says. I'm still going to cover mine, because I don't know who going to hack in. You know what I'm saying? I know they can listen to you audibly if you have your microphone on. So I always turn my microphone off. Another one is a GoFundMe, you guys. This one right here is crazy. That's another thriving scam that, people use with these sob stories and these fake outs to pull on people's heartstring. Okay, they have a lot of stuff that's going on. Okay, let me see. I wrote something. One example of this strategic storytelling is in the art, and it's called crowdsourcing scam. Okay, an individual college student who raised money for a GoFundMe after claiming that her parents disowned her for supporting a different political party. That was a scam, you guys. But guess what? She was doing an experiment to see how many people that she could gain sympathy from. But the thing that I like about her is she gave all the money back and told the people, hey, look how easy it is to scam you guys. Everybody got their money back, but she did it to bring awareness to people to see how easily they can become scammed. Okay, cryptocurrency is one of the top forms of payment in the online world. However, the scammer knows this, but the scammer is quite aware of how easy it is to scam. The crypto that they are alleging selling itself is used to fraud the victim, and it is untraceable, you guys. So if somebody tell you send crypto or get a gift card, no thank you, no ma'am, Sam. Okay, they have investment schemes where they're always destined to flourish online. By using the web to mass target and have victims believe in the would-be investors, a scammer can commit the Securities and Exchange Commission fraud, to make you believe that. This is a well-known artificial, what they call pumping up of the value of a alleged stock, okay? And they've been doing this for a long time, and they call it pump and dump. But what they do is they falsely inflate your amount that you should have returned. According to the online search that I did, thousands of people gather online on apps like Discord, Facebook, Facebook, Google Hangouts, and romance sites and other sites. You get what I'm saying? So these are things that they do in order to scam you. So let's go ahead. Facebook cloning, Google Hangout, romance scam. Romance scammers meet victims on dating sites but avoid being kicked off because they move the conversation to places like Google Hangout or Messenger and stuff like that. They fall in love with you quickly, gain your trust, and begin asking for money for personal information until you have nothing left. Scammers use the photos and information on your public profile to create a replica account. They ask your friends and your family for money and send them malicious links that, if clicked, they can steal their personal and financial information, leading to identity theft and financial ruin. Okay, Instagram, fake brand giveaways. Scammers pretend to be a respective brand offering free product giveaways. You sign up and give personal information but never receive a product and wind up with an empty bank account instead. Never give up your bank information. Don't put your bank personally, I don't do online banking on my computer. I would rather go to the bank myself. I don't do any of that. WhatsApp hijack scam. If you receive a 6-digit verification code without requesting one, be on the alert. Scammers who already hijack your friend's account send you the code and says they needed to get back into their account. You unwittingly send them the code, allowing them to hijack your account. Then they ask your contacts for money and replicate the scam by pretending to be you and asking others for the code. Another one, Plenty of Fish. It's a dating site. All these dating sites, they have romance scams. Scammers lurk on these dating site apps using photos of good-looking models to lure victims in. They claim to work overseas or be in the military to explain why they cannot meet in person, and they leave victims with an empty bank account and a broken heart. Okay? If you are the victim of a scam or attempted scam, report it to the FTC, the IC3, FBI, and IdentityTheft.gov. The scammer uses these methods to scam unsuspecting people. They use the method called pump and dump cryptocurrency. The scam is widespread and also known as S-coins or scam that have become scams that have become victims of the scam, known as victims of the scam coins. Many have been duped by this ploy, thinking that it is a get-rich-quick opportunity. And I told y'all about that. You buy high, sell low. that's a bunch of boo-boo. Don't listen to this mess, you guys, all right? Don't listen to this. Stop being so anxious to get money so fast, all right? Let me see. And then they have fake news scams where they'll tell you, you know, that some crazy event took place. Like one time there was this, what's his name? Oh no, there was a lady named Laz Alberto, and she pretended to be a cryptocurrency investor and editor of a cryptocurrency investor and editor. And they got wind of it through something called BuzzFeed, and they reported it, and it was very, very illegal. But again, there's no regulations, and they've gotten away with it over and over and over again, you guys. I'm sorry if I sound jumbled up. It's late. I'm not gonna sing my song. Oh, it's 3 in the morning. Ooh, ooh, baby. Okay, let me stop. One of the cryptocurrency founders was also a victim of a scam, okay? He became a victim of the fake crypto scam in the year of 2017 when the fake news reported that Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of the cryptocurrency Ethereum blockchain-based platform best known for its cryptocurrency, had died in a car crash. So they're coming up with all types of stuff, you guys, and I just want you guys to be 100% careful, because with all the information that I'm giving you guys, there's no way that you guys should still be out here getting scammed. But with that being said, you guys, take care of yourself, and I'm going to be adding various pictures so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. It may not match up to what I'm saying, but I'm just going to add the pictures so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about, the various scams that's going on out here, okay? So you guys, with that being said, don't forget to hit that like button, that post notification bell, you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys, I am extremely tired. Please thumbs up. I know some of you are probably at work looking at this or laying down, but if you could just stretch your beautiful arm and that beautiful muscle over and click that like button, I would greatly appreciate you guys for that. Okay, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway, you guys. I'm gonna mention it now, and I'm gonna say it again. Some 100% pure shea butter, 100% pure shea butter, I'm going to be giving away to a winner, okay? So I'll give you more details about that, but right now I'm focused on getting these plaques to my people. So you guys, with that being said, I'll talk to you later. Have a blessed one, okay? And be safe out there. Don't forget to wash your hands. Don't be trusting everybody, because we still got a lot of stuff going on out here, okay? And I don't want to lose nobody. So I'll talk to you guys later.